Hello, everyone. I'm Sharina Williams, podcast host of I've Got This Kid. We are continuing with the Create Together series. I'm so bummed that we did not get to finish last week, but here's a new week, and here we are. And today we are going to create puzzles together. And it's really simple to create a puzzle together. I have my helpers with me. I have
Christian
and
Hannah.
These are my kids. And so we have already pre-done some of the work. We colored some pictures together. And you can use just about anything. We used a combination of coloring sheets, and we also used printed coloring sheets. You can also draw a picture and color that as well. The possibilities are pretty much endless. It's all up to you. So first things first, this is what you're going to need in order to participate in this activity or do this activity with your little ones. You're going to need, again, your coloring sheets. You will need scissors. You will need some kind of adhesive. You can use Velcro, you can use tape, or we have these leftover magnets, and so we're going to probably use those. And we're going to use those with our construction paper, and that's if you choose to put your final product when you're laying out your puzzle onto an actual board. You could do it either way. I've done it either way, and it works all the same. The other thing that you will need, if you want it to last a little bit longer, are some laminating sheets and a trusted laminator. And for my laminator, I need like a manila folder just to make sure that the pages do not get stuck inside. Some laminators, you really don't need it, but mine, you do. It's not a big deal. And then the final thing that you need are Ziploc bags for storage, or you can use any kind of clip. Don't staple it though, because if you staple it, guess what? It's gonna be a nightmare to take it apart. So first things first, I'm gonna have Mahana and Christian. Here, Mahana, here's one for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Christian, here's a laminating sheet for you. Thank you. And you're gonna go ahead and put your coloring sheet on the inside. And you just lay it in there and you put the top on. Should look like this. So next, Christian, can you please put your laminated sheet inside the manila folder? And for our little ones, they definitely can do the coloring and choose their picture. They can put the laminating sheets in there. And I even think some advanced toddlers can handle this activity, definitely preschoolers. But this is an activity that I think is great for all ages. I even participated. So you just run it through the laminator. And Mahana, you are up next. How's it going over there?
It keeps getting like hot in there, and I'm trying to get it as straight as possible.
I think it'll be okay. You can scoot it down a little bit if you want to, so you can have some room at the top.
Go.
There. Perfect. And then put the. Yep. There you go.
Go.
So Mahana's up next. And these do come out warm if you use a laminator, so you want to make sure to monitor your little ones, even your big ones. We've had a few accidents with our laminator, so at this point I just opt to do it, especially because we're socially distancing, so I can't just run out and buy a new one if something happens to this one. So I'm being just a little bit more cautious than I probably would be otherwise. So this comes out, it's pretty warm. It should look something like this. And we have some pre-made ones. Christian, do you want to show your dinosaur?
Utah Raptor.
And what is it again?
Utah Raptor.
A Utah Raptor? And what kind of dinosaur is a Utah Raptor?
I have a big old dinosaur book, but I'm not going to get it.
Oh, okay. Well, tell us at least this much. Is he a predator or is he prey?
Predator.
Oh, my goodness.
They're small but vicious.
Oh, my goodness. And what's his biggest creature ability?
He has sharp toes and sharp claws, so it can rip through flesh.
Ooh. So here's the second one coming through. And as it comes out, the next thing that you will start to prepare yourself for, or at least plan in your mind, is how much of the excess you want to cut off. So like if you're looking at Christian's picture, You can tell that there's a lot of excess on the top and on the bottom. And again, this is a puzzle. You could go ahead and take that out my hand, and I'm going to turn this off because I'm done with it. Because it's a puzzle, I really don't need a whole lot of excess. That looks great, man. And I'm going to leave it up to the discretion of the kids how much they want to cut off. Watch your fingers.
I will.
Okay. And Mahana, go ahead and grab some scissors. And again, for Christian, I'm going to supervise him a lot more than I'm going to supervise Mahana because Mahana is almost 11. And so she really doesn't need as much supervision from me. Again, except for with the laminator. So, looks pretty good.
Almost rectangular and square at the same time.
Well, it's got to be one or the other.
Yeah, it's rectangular.
All right, it's rectangular. So, to make it a puzzle, now that we have it laminated and now that we have it cut, in order to make it a puzzle, you got to make some decisions. That's not the decision we're going to make. Christian, how many pieces, how many puzzle pieces do you think that this should have?
About 11 to 12.
11 to 12. So that means this is a rectangle. How many would you have to have on top? If you're doing 12. I like even numbers, so I'm going to stick with the 12.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
Maybe 11?
No thank you to that.
6.
6, okay?
So 6 plus 6 is 12.
So go ahead and cut this in half.
Oh, my interrupter. Why do you have to be cut?
There you go. Mahana, how's yours coming along?
Good. Oh, I cut off half his face.
You did cut off half his face. That's why it's a puzzle, because you're going to take them apart and put them back together.
So 6 on each.
6 pieces at the top and 6 pieces at the bottom. Whoa. This part, I'm going to let them do whatever they're going to do because, again, my goal is not to dictate this play, but to allow them to use their creative expression to create their own puzzles. And it just makes it a little bit more personal, and it's one less thing for me to have to micromanage. So I'm going to start on mine. This is my picture. Oh, that looks good. All right, how many pieces do you think you're going to do for yours?
Well, let's think. 6. About 10 on me. 10. So
10?
yeah.
Well, I'm going to give you my suggestion, and this is just my little 2 cents. It don't matter.
Yeah.
That's a smaller picture. Do you think that it'll be, are you trying to make it a more difficult puzzle?
A difficult puzzle.
Oh, well then go for it. Do your thing. I don't want difficult. I want easy. I'm not even going to mess around with that. I'm going to cut mine. I'm going to do like this. I want to do traditional puzzle piece. And so I'm going to start here, and I'm going to bow it out, just like a puzzle. Because I have my little ones in mind.
Finished. How do you do?
You just cut it.
Okay, now I'm
Up
going to start to put this back together.
You're going to, wait, hold on. You're so patient.
I just want to put it back together.
We're getting there. Can I finish cutting mine?
Yes.
So here's my 2 pieces.
Cool. Except I didn't do that.
You don't have to. That's why it's called creative
Expression.
Exactly. Everybody does what they're
Cut
creative.
this out.
Okay, how's it looking?
Good.
It doesn't have to be perfect. As you can tell, none of ours are perfect. Everybody's completely different.
Can you cut it like here and then go up and then go down?
You can do whatever you want to do. It's your creative expression. So you can see what mine is pretty easy to put back together. This obviously wouldn't be for kiddos this age, but maybe for my smaller ones who are just starting out doing puzzles, I would definitely go with the bigger pieces that are easier to put together. And then you can decide too, like if they get a little bit more advanced, yours is very hard. I can't wait to put that back together. Then you can start cutting more pieces and cutting more parts for them to put the puzzle together. Super simple, super easy. So let's show, I'm going to turn Christian's over because he's been waiting so patiently and he's so excited about being a part of this. We're going to, I'm going to borrow one of these construction papers now. And
get these magnets.
And get the magnets.
And the magnets have little sticky things so you can stick them on stuff.
Exactly, but guess who's doing this job?
Cut.
Me? Oh, no, sir. Nice try. You know how to work with these things.
Yeah, because I did it before.
Exactly.
There's a lot of them.
Exactly.
First, I'm just going to wait.
Okay, so Christian is ripping his apart. Again, mine is kind of easy, and so as I'm talking to you guys, I will rip mine 4 apart and go with it. You know your child, especially by now, you definitely know your child, and you know what they can handle at this point. And this is a great opportunity if you want to work on following directions, or if you want to work on just attending.
Where do I stick them to?
What do you mean, what do you stick them to?
Construction paper.
You can stick, well, you're going to do both. You're going to stick one here. You'll see. We're going to do mine because yours is a little more complex. We're going to need more time. So.
I'm just going to put that on them on there.
Okay. Yep, that's what I want you to do. I want you to put all the magnets on the back of your puzzle pieces for now. And we'll finish yours later.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean like later after we're done here. But we got to show the people, all right?
Oh, man.
We'll show them the finished product, though, just so they don't think that we're trying to play around and not do the whole thing. We're going to finish his up. So what you do from here, we're going to do it after we're done. You want to put it together, right? So you put it together like so. And because I want it to stick to my construction paper, and you're free to laminate your construction paper as well, I'm going to put another sticky on top, like this. Not the adhesive side. You want the adhesive side to be up. You want the magnets to come together, and then you're going to lay it down. And you see this is fighting with me. I'm not going to fight with it too long. As soon as it goes down, then we're no longer going to fight. I'm going to win this one eventually. Boom! Just like that. I take it off. I put it back on.
I hear it.
Because it's a magnet, it attracts, goes together, makes my life easy. The other cool thing about this is if you are trying to get your child to work on building up their attention and their focus, this is a great activity to get them to start something and finish something. You can also, if you want to throw some academics in there, you can do an ABC puzzle. You can do numbers. You can do math problems to where you Velcro math problems together, laminate them, and treat it like a puzzle and just laminate those pieces. And say if you're working on multiplication, you can do a 6 with the multiplication times 3 and have them solve that. Like there's all kinds of different things that you can do with this activity in order to make these puzzles. And it's really fun and it's really hands-on, and it's another way to get you guys out of the textbooks, but still doing something that requires building up attention, building up focus, building up all those things that we need for our sugars to have in order to thrive when it's time to buckle down and learn. So again, this is like a great way just to get them out of the books and give you guys something to do together. You can do it on your art day if you have that on your schedule. If you haven't done your visual schedule yet, I suggest you listen to my podcast episode on COVID-19, Ain't Stopping Nothing. That's like one of my things that I suggest. And here's my finished product.
So that's where it was under your picture. That's where that piece went. It was under your puzzle.
Oh, I'm glad you found it. And you can see, like, it definitely works. Well, that one fell down. Prove me wrong. It does work, though. I really like Velcro better. I just don't know where mine is right now. If this doesn't work with magnets that you have around, tape is always a friend. That's why I brought it, just in case. Tape and laminated paper work great. Tape and this construction paper probably not going to work as well. But definitely when it's when I laminate the construction paper, it'll be better. You can take it off, put it on. For storage purposes, again, you can easily take this apart. You're done? That looks pretty complex.
It is. I don't think I'll be able to put it back together.
We'll find out. That's for storage. This is something that you can have, if you do a bunch of these, you can have it available really quick, really easy, something that you could just pull out. Again, it costs pennies to do. The most that it cost was our printer ink. The coloring book we got, I don't think we spent more than $2 on it. A lot of these supplies we had laying around the house. The laminator, again, is something that I invested in. I don't think I spent more than $30 on it, and the refillable papers cost no more than like $15 or $20, depending on where you go. But I don't really think that you need a laminator in order to accomplish this activity. Like, you can use anything that sticks together that's clear in order to do this. And it's something that we enjoy doing together. It's something that we can all participate in. We can choose any kind of picture or any kind of activity. We usually don't, sorry, Christian, we usually don't opt for academics for this one, just because we do so much in our homeschool program. We usually just use like coloring sheets or anything that's around. So that is it. Mahana, do you want me to help you put yours together?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep helping her out. We're gonna post pictures of their finished product because we are gonna finish this up. All right?
Yes.
Do you guys, Christian, would you like to say goodbye to the people?
Bye-bye.
Mahana?
Bye.
So there you have it, guys. Go ahead and catch up on past vlogs, podcast episodes, live at 5. You can find all of this stuff on my YouTube page at Sharina Williams, CCCSLP, or on my Facebook page at Sharina Williams, or you can find me on Instagram at I've Got This Kid _podcast or Sharina Williams LP, not SLP, just LP. So until the next time, you guys, take care.